All right, looks like we're up and running. Let me just make sure everything's looking smooth and then we'll get rolling. What's up, Christian, Andy? Good to see you guys. Yeah, everything's looking okay right now. Good stuff. We're just hanging out on my main right now. Just selling through some stuff, but we'll switch over to the other account shortly. How's it going today, boys? What's up, Indy? Oh, that's awesome. Scotty, how do you know? I gotta know how you know before I can say anything. If it's not official, because I know there was a bunch of leaks and stuff, and oh. What's up, Carolyn? Yeah, it was a rough week for content creators. A bunch of stuff got leaked. Somebody got banned and kicked and all that stuff. So I'm doing my best to tread very carefully because it's been a rough week. Okay, good. Good. I didn't know if it was official or not because, yeah. Cool. Good stuff. Let me go check it out now so I know what I can say and what I can't. Appreciate it. Gotta know. Social media? Or is it in announcements? Oh, they made a video for it too? Sick. Oh, it's just like a little like short GIF. A new challenge has emerged underwater. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Yeah, dude. Seriously, the new update looks amazing. I'm so pumped. Like it's not just like, oh, hey, there's a new tier. Like they did so much stuff. There's so much new stuff coming out and it all looks phenomenal. Like I'm super excited for it. It's going to be so sweet. Yeah, confirmed the new dungeon is like underwater themed, and it's cool too because it feels like the new dungeons in the past were like getting a little bit like darker and more mysterious and stuff, and this one is like bright colors and like cool themed. I really like it. Definitely has a different feel than stuff in the past. It's pretty sweet. That must have come out like today then, hey? 129. Oh, it was only like half hour ago. Sweet. Okay, cool. This update must be getting close then if they're starting to like already tease stuff. That's awesome. Good stuff. Oh, a few hours ago. Okay, on my Discord it says 129, but they must have put it on Twitter like before that. Very cool. Yeah, so with the new content, let me show you guys where I'm at. So crossbows, I have the first 7 out of 9 mastered. Guns, I finished this one about an hour ago. And then I only have 1 left for wands too. So I only have 3 more, but they're all wood lines. That's why it's taking me longer. And then I'm doing chiseled and mountain man mitts for that side. And then I've actually had 4 of each tier 1 bins out during the day, and then 2 of each tier 2 bins, and just been like crafting nonstop during the day, which has been awesome because I haven't done that for a long time. That's been fun. But I was getting like really close to max, so a couple hours ago I just switched over to actually having like a high energy count so that I could sell through some stuff a little faster because things were getting a little bit too full. So yeah, it's been sweet, like totally changing up my gameplay. I invested 3 billion gold in the last week, mostly what I made, but some of it that was saved up before. So trying to get my invest count up and stuff, and yeah, it's been fun switching up my gameplay for sure. It's been awesome. Oh, okay. 824. Oh, so it was in like Discord chat. Okay, cool. Sweet. Of course he loves it. That's so funny. Carolyn says that Dana's loving that I'm actually doing stuff in Guild now. Yeah, so I invested 3 billion gold in the last week, and I've actually been like trying to exclusively make money and stuff, and it's been pretty good. Wow. What's up, Christian? Good to see you, man. Azirioth, you're a hero already. $5. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. One of my top 5. Appreciate that, dude. I think the legendary drop rate of superior pack items is very low. That's what I was thinking too. Like, I think legitimately, like these pack items that have like these unique stats and stuff, I think drop rate's really low too. Because I mastered it and probably crafted close to 500 since mastering, and I've gotten 2 or 3 epics, no legendaries, and maybe like definitely under 10 blue, but I don't know exactly how many. But yeah, I feel like drop rate on these types of items is lower than like a normal tier 9 for some reason, or maybe I just haven't had great luck, but it's felt pretty rough actually. And I finished equipping all my heroes, so they all have epic and flawless, fully enchanted. Every single one can duo hard castle now, so I've been making so much money from doing that. Like, it's been awesome. Was Carolyn, was he showing like rankings for invest, or like within the last week invest? Just curious. Because we have like spreadsheets that tracks all of our guild investments and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if he was showing you like, so how much I've invested in the last week, or just like our overall like guild investment stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been working hard, like not even going for net worth in any capacity, but literally just focusing on making money to invest by crafting throughout the day. So literally, I've been sitting around like 4,500 energy, just having a ton of benzo and just crafting nonstop every day. Just trying to like make items and also questing nonstop, and yeah, it's been awesome. Also wondering, so these I've been making nonstop too, but I'm trying to sell them like above 530k. They're a bit cheaper than that right now, but I've been making these things nonstop too. Christian, me and Dana were talking about you in voice chat a couple nights ago, and just saying how like you've only been playing for like 3 months, but you're like really far along, and just talking about how the potential of having you in the guild in the next, um, we'll say, period of time. Interesting, man. That's awesome. I didn't know that you were so far along in game, but I got really excited when you told me that. That's awesome. All right, should we switch over to the new account, because that's the whole point of streaming today? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I would like to jump over there and try to get to level 40 today. We'll see. We're at like 36 and a half right now, so. Haha, that's awesome, Christian. I hope you get in the guild, bro. That would be awesome. That'd be pretty sweet. All right, let's switch over here. Just gonna switch over to the other account, and then we can spend some time grinding that out. It'll be fun. I have lots of thoughts about it, and I've been playing it on and off the last week, so we haven't actually played it on stream for quite a while, like a week and a half or something, so this will be good. All right, so here's basically where we're at on this account. So I finished mastering every single tier 3 item except for these 4. After these 4 are done, every single tier 3 item is finished and we can move on to tier 5. So that's exciting. Been trying to crank that out. Or tier 4, I should say, not tier 5. And then in terms of upgrades, I got counter to level 7. These are still level 6. These are still level 6. And then these, I've got some to level 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 6. And then there's a couple like 5s. These are 4s, 7s, and some 6s as well. So kind of all over the place with upgrades right now. The other thing I've been really focusing on is just making as much gold as possible. So just like selling all the items that I can in market for up to 10 times value. So saving money, because once we hit level 40, there's at least like probably 25 million worth of upgrades that we need to do. So I've just been saving gold, working on investing a little bit as well. I invested like $1 million or $2 million in the last little bit. Haven't really put a whole lot into heroes, and I need to re-gear them because tons of stuff have broken and I haven't replaced anything. So up to level 35, essentially we were spending all of our gold like exclusively just on getting XP as quickly as possible. Which, I mean, it's fine, we're rushing it, but I'm thinking up to level 40 we're gonna need to actually start saving gold. Let's see what I have in here. Oh, I have only 700k. So yeah, the plan today is essentially we're gonna look at tier 5s. We're gonna enchant them, hopefully profitably. We're gonna finish mastering all these tier 3s and choose a new rotation for tier 4s. And then just be hopefully profitably grinding XP towards level 40. And if we can hit it today, then we can get our new expansion, get 8 new furniture slots, get a new crafting slot at level 40. Lots of things that unlock at that level, but we're really going to need to crank it out today. So we're going to jump over to market. We're going to spend a bunch of gold on tier 5 items. We're going to spend some gold on enchantments like tier 4 enchants, and hopefully be able to like be surcharging items and rushing items kind of at the same time. So that's kind of the plan today. We'll see how it goes and we'll go from there. So if we go all items tier 5 normal with no enchants, and then we're going to sort by gold price. Oh, I think it was there already. Gold price minus. So these are only 17k. See, this is the unfortunate part, is that like this is barely double. So if I surcharge that, I'm not making money, but I'll make money on the enchantment. So Scotty, 7 days. That's crazy. Yeah, that's rough. So we're going to try to find some of these that we're not losing a whole lot of money when we surcharge them, because obviously I don't have the 1.25 times value because we haven't mastered any of these items. So we're going to find items so we can buy some of these. We're going to find items that we're not losing a bunch on. We're going to enchant them. We're going to try to surcharge them at shop. And see, this one, we're going to get 23k out of it. So we're not losing a ton, and we'll make more than that with the enchantment. So that'll get us lots of XP, make us a little bit of money, and should be good overall. Only losing 4k here. Yeah, man, 7 days for a market slot to make 50 gems is not even close to worth it, man. That's so rough. All right, these are losing more and more as we go. Shoot. So that's the other thing I guess that we can do, is go to market and go request, and then we can look up, let's say, tier 5 items. And we know that like some of these items are going to cost a lot of energy to surcharge, but some of them are going to be like really high in terms of XP. So we're going to go to tier 5 because I don't want to spend so much time trying to get the energy up for those tier 6s. It's just going to be rough. But this is like a huge XP. Oh, if someone sells me these for base value and we can make that much money, that's going to be insane. So we'll try that and see if some of these orders get filled, and then we'll look at tier 4 enchants as well and buy some of these up. So these are less than base value. So if we surcharge this, we're making 8k plus free XP. So it's insane. So we'll buy up like 75 of these, then we'll switch over to the spirits. We'll buy 75 of those, and then we can enchant all the items that we just bought and hopefully be surcharging, discounting the items that we're making, be making money, and hopefully still saving some money and grinding some XP, and hopefully we can get close to 40 today. So should be good. Like, it's amazing that you can still get these at close to base value. Like, this is still making 5k profit, which is going to pay for any losses. And yeah, we should be able to make some good money, stock our shelves pretty good so that we have good customer flow. So should be able to cruise pretty good. $15k, 11. Oh wow, that's awesome. 8k profit. Okay, cool. So that's done. We just spent 5 mil, but we should be able to make a lot more now. So a lot of my heroes, which we need to spend some time doing, which we'll kind of do in the meantime, like they're missing a lot of the gear because I just haven't replaced it. So we'll go through and like put on gear for these heroes kind of as we play. Okay. I guess I'm not getting full value out of all of these. Also, these always sell for like 50k, so that's why I have them locked so that I can sell these on market and make a lot more money than I would otherwise. So we're going to keep those locked, and hopefully we can even sell some of those in market right now and get some good value out of them. Perfect. What's up, Antrax? Good to see you, man. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can sell some of those. See what else we got. So I'm thinking even with our next shop expand, as much as we have 8 slots and we still only have 1 of each tier 1 bin, I'm not really needing more than that. Like for bins right now, it doesn't really matter because I can't even really keep up with the resource regen anyways. And so, and I don't need more than that in terms of my max because none of the things that I'm crafting take more than 80, obviously, like not even close. And so we might just get 4 of the tier 2 bins so that we can start crafting tier 5 soon. And then other than that, I might just get even 2 more racks or something to have more energy and more space, more customer flow, all that kind of stuff. Like I think that makes the most sense right now. So that's kind of my thoughts, but we'll see how it goes. Nice. Some cheap fodder, good stuff. So I guess we can rush some stuff. See, the thing I don't like about like, and I don't know actually what the proper balance is when it comes to like early game stuff, because like let's say I just discounted that potion, which is 4,800. This I can often sell in market for like 40k. So if I'm discounting it, I'm only getting 2,000 out of it. Essentially, I'm losing 38,000. But by selling that item in my shop, I'm able to get a lot more energy. So then I can rush crafts, I can get more experience. Like, if I never sell anything in my shop, I'm obviously not going to get any experience and I'm not going to be going up levels and we're not going to get anywhere. But also just like using all of your, like selling everything in your shop and not selling on market, I mean, you're not getting as much value as you should be able to out of everything. So it's like this balancing act of like, how much do I focus on experience? How much do I focus on making money? How much do I sell in market? How much do I focus on just like selling things in shop? Like there's a lot of different things to consider. So when we get guns, I think guns fit on here. Yeah, so guns will fit on here. So it'd be nice if we could have like a herb or potion item, like one of these items to fit on here that's enchanted. So we'll try to find one of those and see if we can get anything. These still haven't bought. Alright, so if we go tier 5, which is what I'm looking for, and then we'll try to find a higher XP tier 5 that'll fit there. Which I know that these rings are like huge value, but most people can't craft them. And they're expensive, I guess. Okay. These are a new item that just came out, so there may be a lot of people potentially selling these, so maybe we can get some, we'll see. Might take too long and I might just cancel it, but. So at this point, I kind of want to save this 250 energy in case someone chooses like one of the enchanted items, so then we can have the energy ready to surcharge. Not to say that they will necessarily, but just hoping that they might. Oh, I do that all the time. You're like making an item, prepping for a hero or something, and then you end up selling it in market or selling extra of them in your shop when you don't mean to. So frustrating. Octopus with a stick. First of all, beautiful name. Started playing a few weeks ago. Your guides have been helping me to advance and learn a lot. Thank you. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. No worries. I genuinely enjoy doing it and just sharing this part of my life and hanging out and making stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable. So you're very welcome. Glad to hear you are enjoying it. Dang, Carolyn, dropping the big bucks. By the way, this week I got kicked from my guild that I was in before, like the bigger guild, because they just wanted somebody who was actually going to play and invest in stuff, which obviously I'm not as much on this account. And so I got kicked, which is fine. It's all good. No hard feelings. And then Carolyn actually invited me from chat, invited me to her guild. So I've been hanging out in her guild for the last week, which has been super fun. No one's really choosing items right now. This is kind of weird. So, normal tier 5s. Because I want table items, which some of these are, but they're just like really expensive. Oh, that's okay. I'm not losing much from that at all. So that'll be good. And then it'd be nice to get like a bow or something, because these are going to sell quickly. It's okay that we're losing. Yeah, Carolyn's the same one on Twitch, yeah. So it's nice to be in a guild that's awesome, and so far so good. How was Hagel event for me? It was good, man. I mean, it was a busy weekend for me. just because I had like my family out for my daughter's first birthday, and we were out at the lake, and I was helping some people like get their boat lift in before winter comes, and then helping my in-laws get their boat and kayaks and canoes and stuff up and under the deck. And like it was just a busy weekend of like things that I had to do, so it wasn't like super productive. And also I was just focusing on like mastering stuff, but still it was really nice because as much as I had like a ton of energy, or I didn't have a ton of energy, I was still able to actually like sell through a ton of stuff. So it was actually sweet because I didn't like buy things from market and try to like optimize and make a ton of money, but I was able to get through my stock and still be able to craft like a madman. Like the way I have it set up right now, as I'm crafting throughout the day, I can log in and craft, including the rune stones. I can craft 20 either tier 9 or rune stones. Like that's how I have my shop set up right now. Like it's actually crazy. So like I can log in, rush like start crafts, rush a bunch of them, like by discounting items and all that stuff, and then be crafting 20 items, and then wait another half hour, log in and craft 20 more. Like it's actually so crazy. It's super fun. So that's what I've been focusing on lately. So Haggle just made that easier because I didn't have to put out any extra racks or anything. I could just keep like all my bins out, keep crafting like a madman, and still sell through stuff. So it actually just made my gameplay so much smoother. And I invested 3 billion in the last week, so I'm sure that it helped quite a bit. Oh, that's only 150 energy to surcharge? Oh my gosh, I think I have way more energy than anyone else at my level would normally have. I'm sure that that's true because this feels really fast. Not that I'm complaining, I mean, it's awesome, but feels a little easy. What is that, 150? So if I surcharge, I already have 150 again. Like it's pretty easy right now. I'm loving it. See, these ones, I'm sure that this sells in market for like 30 or 40K, but hmm, it's weird too because I think on the main I really pay a lot less attention to like optimizing energy now just because I have so much and I just don't care as much. But at this level, it really makes sense to like try to optimize all of your energy. Like I need 200. So here, if somebody looks at one of my pets or something, I could get it. But I could also small talk this if successful, get there. This I need 150. So discount for this would get me 160. Perfect. Oh yeah, this will work out well. Carolyn, you have 734 energy? How do I have more? That's crazy. I'm not, that was not a dig, by the way, for the record. We should probably, one, yes, one gun. That won't get there, but that will. Nice. Okay, so let's look at equipping some heroes here. So max 5, like one tier below green, I don't really care. Um, well, there's so much random stuff here. I just, there we go. That's what I want. I'm just gonna do that. That's so much easier. No enchants, green or blue. The highest stats come up first. Look for gold value. There's none? What? How is that possible? That's so weird. I don't just buy normal boots, do I? 50K? The heck? This is going to be so nice. We're going to have every single tier 3 mastered right now. It's going to be so nice. I know, Christian. It's so weird, man. So, last time that there was a vote on which event was going to happen on the weekend, the event that didn't get voted for just happened on the Tuesday immediately following. So I had the same assumption that this Tuesday would just be customer frenzy because it was the other event that just didn't get voted on over the weekend. So I'm like, oh, that's easy. We're gonna have customer frenzy, sweet. So I was thinking the same thing, and then all of a sudden we didn't get that event, and I was like, wait, what? So I guess it's just bad for me to make the assumption that we're gonna get the same thing over and over, but it's pretty funny. All right, 150, 150. Yes. I don't think we're going to get to level 40 today. I don't know, but it seems like it's going to take a lot longer than us just playing for 3 hours or something. Well, yeah, and Lost City Gold's this weekend too, so which I can't stream for, unfortunately. My wife's out of town and I got the kiddos, so I will not be streaming. Normally I wouldn't deny her, like on a main account I wouldn't, but on this it's like for 3 coins for 400k, it's just not worthwhile. Because those sell for 40k each and she's asking for 8 of them, so it's just not worthwhile for me to do that. What's up, Cold? Good to see you, man. Thank you, thank you. Once we hit level 40, we're going to finish off the plus sign here, and it's going to look way better. Because this looks so messy. I'm thinking that I'm going to put, like, the trunks and the resources at the back here, and then have, like, one type of rack here, and then one here, and one here, one here, and one here, so that, like, everything just is symmetrical and super clean. That's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I hope so. So that gets me 45 energy. So if I... That's annoying. Do that. I'm close to 200. Sell that. That'll get me 200. Small talk. Also 200. That's 160. So if I... Ah, shoot. Close. I'm excited for this thing to look symmetrical because, ooh, 500k. I haven't got outbid on these yet. They're just not filling. These are requests, by the way. I'm hoping to just get like some super cheap, high XP items that are tier 5s that I can be selling on stream, but we'll see. Heyo. Nice. So I have a bunch of tier 7 or level 7s. This is level 7 as well. But I think it makes sense for me to check and see if I have any level 3s left, and if I don't, then just work on the level 4s. Yeah, I don't think I have any more level 3s, so I'll just go with level 4s for now. Oh, shoot. Backfire, backfire, and success that's sitting there with no way to sell it. That's annoying. I forget how messy it can be when you're low level and trying to like surcharge everything and optimize energy, and you've got this guy sitting there with like, I need 200 energy, but I can't do anything. It's so annoying. Alright, so that guy's done. Max tier 5 as well. Sad. Alright, no weapon skills, or do I? No. Okay. Dual 4. Tulip. How's it going, man? I don't know if I've ever seen you on here before. Welcome, welcome. Dude, I'm so pumped for the new update. For real, like you guys did a phenomenal job. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. I'm not too sure either. If your subscription, like for YouTube channels, is set to private, then I won't get a notification for it. So a lot of the times, like I'll get 5 subscribers in a stream, but only like 1 or 2 will show up. So, Baggio, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's gonna be so good. I haven't played the beta a ton. I've just been really busy with family stuff and whatever, but yeah, man, it's looking good. Carolyn, so good. I don't know if you saw Tulip, but last Tuesday I did a 10-hour stream and got to level 80, and then got Royal Merchant for the first time, broke my free to play status and all that stuff, and it's been super fun now that I actually have a pack in Royal Merchant and all that stuff. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, over to the dark side, I know. Well, I fulfilled my free to play status for the last 16 months and got to, well, at one point I was 13th in the world for net worth, but um, I was cruising pretty good. So I think it was time for me to switch over because I've been getting really tired of just like straight grinding net worth and XP for months on end with very little profit to show. Like it's just a different game, you know? All right, these are our last couple, so we're gonna have all of the tier 3 mastered in a second. So I need one more chopper, one more, and one more knife. That's it. Once these are all done, we've mastered every tier 3. Feels good. Oh, what? Let's go. That was someone from Stream You're a Hero. All right, sweet. There's some good money and XP for us, which will be sweet. Throw some guns out. What do you mean, Matt? I know I've talked about it a lot, but just want to know what you mean. Natural progression, like playing the game as it's meant to be played and allowing yourself to like progress at a natural pace and not rushing things and things just being so much smoother that way. Let's go! 4 items mastered. So good. Awesome. I'll unbookmark all those and we can choose a new crafting rotation. So let's start with... Actually, I don't even know what to start with, to be honest. I mean, at this point, we could just unlock everything, but... What do you guys think we should go with? We should check and see what tier 4s are selling the most expensive in market and go from there. Let's do that. Normal tier 4 by gold price plus non-pack item. Okay, so axe, necklace, ocean. So I think I'm gonna go axe for sure because that's just crazy. I just mastered healing salve, so we'll switch to a different item. Songs are good because that's a pre-craft and 2 of them are needed for a tier 9 item. So those are going to be solid. Everything else is actually pretty low right now. So if we go axe, potion, let's try it. So we're just going to start with this, obviously. Like, this isn't, we're going to try to master all the tier 4s too, but. So axe, potion, which I think these are going to take a long time, 16 minutes to craft. So that's going to block us up a lot. I'm not sure if we want to stick to that or not, but. Alright, so we have our herb and our stone. Oh, this already needs a tier 2 resource, which we don't have any out yet, so we're going to have to wait for that. So we should find a leather item, which these were selling okay. That requires a pre-craft. I kind of want to find one without like multiple tier 1 resource types, because then you're going to be able to craft them faster, but I guess it doesn't really matter because... Okay, so I have wood and herb. That means I need leather and stone. And if I find one with leather and stone, then... There we go, that's fine. Cool, so we'll just stick with these 3 for now. Bookmark those. Beauty. Sweet. We're good to go. Let's get cruising with selling. Matt says how smooth things are running for this account. Yes, I had a friend encourage me to get a few tier 9s unlocked, completely messed up bounties and goals for me in the long run. Yeah, man. I mean, the game's designed for you to progress naturally, and I think it's for a purpose. Like, if you don't have enough energy to surcharge the things that you're making, if you're just like running ahead but not able to actually like play the game properly, if you can only craft like 4 of the items that you're trying to get to and you can't even sell them, like, you're just killing yourself in the long run. Like, this is so much smoother. Arconos, what's up, man? Good to see ya. Yeah, we're not playing on the big dog account today, but it's all good. Just hanging. Actually, playing on this with this account right now with Customer Frenzy would be so fun. Let's actually, before I mess up, we'll lock these so that we don't use them. $261 energy to rush that. Crazy. Anything I do is big dog. Hey man, I'll take the compliment. Appreciate it. Andy, that's hilarious, man. I think it would actually be fairly interesting for me to like play through the game without like any help, without like a high level guild, and not just like, okay, I spent half the week just doing upgrades, so now I have 200 more energy, but like playing as my energy goes up. Because honestly, this account is a month old, but this has like maybe 20 hours of actual playtime on it in terms of like crafting and selling and stuff, right? So in reality, my upgrades and my furniture is so far ahead of where it should be in terms of my gameplay. Like this is what somebody who is upgrading in the background but never actually playing the game's account would look like after 3 weeks. Not somebody who's playing the game actively on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like this just looks different than it would for a normal player. So I'd be interested to like start an account and play it from the start consistently every day to see what progress would look like and what furniture upgrades would look like. But then again, I would rather just like play on my main. You know what I mean? So I would be interested to see like how that feels though. Like the issue is that even on this account, I only have it available on my PC. I don't play it, like I can't play it on my phone because I have my other account on there. So the only way that I can do it is if I log into a secondary Steam account that has special permission to be a multiple account and play that. It's not like I'm sitting there playing this account on my phone ever. So it would just be different. Like I wouldn't be able to play my main consistently enough if I actually played another account on a consistent basis. Like it just wouldn't really make any sense. Although it would just be interesting to see what happens, but oh, sweet. I don't really like spending 50k per like equip on these heroes when it's just gonna like disappear anyway. Like I feel like I'm spending so much money on this unnecessarily, but whatever. Oh, I have. See how swords are so good? Just because I have the sword skill. That's nice. Gabriel, what's up? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Or maybe it's Gabriel. Either way. Good to see you, man. What do you mean level 80 account? Yeah. This is I started this account just to create content for me to be able to play through the game again and make like leveling up guides and just teach people how to play the game. But yes, this is not my main account. My main account is level 80, ranked 20. If you go to leaderboards, it's ranked 21st in the world right now. I can show you after. Leaderboards. Oh, I'm 23rd now. This is, yeah, so this is my main, RobMauds, but RobMauds is my second. So we just started this account like 3 weeks ago. Just playing through the game again, having some fun. But we'll probably jump back over to the main account in a bit. It's interesting crafting these items that have such long timers because I've only been crafting tier 1 to 3 and the longest timer was like 4 minutes. So these with like really long timers, it's kind of weird doing it because it feels like such a dump of energy to speed them up where I'd rather be using that to actually sell through items. So kind of weird. Edbury, does it violate the rules of the game or not? Yes, it does. I'm on content creator program with Kabam. So I have special permission to play on this account, to have a second account for the purposes of content creation. But yes, generally for anyone else, it is against terms of service to have multiple accounts. That is true. I can definitely show you guys my other account at some point though. Or we can go play on it for a bit. This stuff seems so expensive. It's so weird, this blue is cheaper than this green. Odd. I'm not complaining. Hopefully we can get another one. Can you sell me stuff? What do you mean? Oh, come on. Not having great luck with small talks right now, but all good. I mean, I wouldn't mind requesting some stuff, but that's up to you. Looks like these aren't going anywhere. I haven't actually been guild requesting for quite a while. Can I finish this off for you guys? Yeah, nice. Good, good. It's weird because I haven't been logging in that much. These guys just keep coming in over and over because they're like in queue. Yeah, I could definitely request items from you guys. Like if I went here, create guild request, find like high XP items. So let's go to tier 5. Okay, tier 5, and like these are one of the highest XP items, but like something like a Ring of Rhythm. I don't know if there's any like in the market or not right now. But I can request any of these items and you can fill 25 per day for me. Let's try this. No, I meant to guild request. Oops. Like that. Yeah, but you can only do one stack per day, and it can only be like one type of item. So it's not like you can just be continuously giving people stuff. It has to be pretty specific. Hi, baby. Is it nap time? My baby's off to bed. Not like overnight, but just having a nap. You're finding it difficult to find people for your guild, Edburia? I mean, there should be a ton of people. Like, there's so many people who play this game. It's crazy, like tens of thousands. But I mean, maybe it's just difficult to find people or whatever. I don't know. I mean, as soon as it came out on Steam, I feel like there was a pretty big influx of players, and also supposedly within the next few weeks, there's supposed to be a big update coming out with tier 10 items and stuff. So there'll probably be a lot more people playing around there. Yes, Carolyn, I finished Training Hall. It was like 1 million. Oh, really? Like looking for players to join your guild, Indy, or looking for a guild? Oh, okay. It's just in your region. I gotcha. Yeah, this is going to take way longer than I thought to get to level 40. That's alright. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of guilds who are looking for players, but I mean, me and Dana were talking about this before, and we're like, why don't people combine guilds rather than always looking for players for their own? Like, if you have enough solid players looking for guilds, or like if you have two guilds that are around the same level that have like enough people who want to like play actively, you could just combine the rosters with like the top 15 best players or whatever, and just basically make an entirely better guild rather than both of you going out and trying to find more players for your own guild. Like, it doesn't really make sense that there's like that many people out there looking for new players for their guild when you could just find another guild leader with at a similar place and both just get rid of the bottom half of your player list. Like, I feel like that makes the most sense. But I mean, I get it if you've been in the guild for a long time, or both guild leaders want to lead, or whatever. Like, there's obviously complications. It's not that simple, but just a thought. Even with 800 energy, surcharging these items between like 150 and 200 energy still feels like super smooth, especially if I can get a couple good discounts in there. Wow, Indy, that's so good actually. Up over 100 spots in a week. That's awesome. Pretty nuts. I also noticed that in terms of, hold on, where is it? Design, pets. I could add a new pet slot for 5 million gold too. So it's not, it's like, I think, I looked at it the other day, like 25 million gold or something at level 40 to actually unlock everything. Like, I have 2 hero slots at 1 million and 3 million gold that I have available right now that I just haven't paid for. Like, tons of stuff. The K Project, what's up? How's it going? I don't know if I've seen you chatting in here before, but welcome to the crew. Scotty, that's hilarious. Had a guy join and demand to be guild leader, or else he wouldn't join. That seems a little sketchy. Carolyn, can you just buy them from market or what? I don't actually know how much they are, but it's all good. Guild request. I don't want tier 6s because I think selling them is just going to be too choppy with the extra energy requirement for surcharging, so I'd rather just do something less. Can you make Tome of the Night? Because if so, we'll try it out. Just started the game a week ago. That's awesome. Welcome to the game, man. That's very cool. Welcome to the stream. This is my second account. Just started it 3 weeks ago, but my main is level 80. Just hanging out. We'll probably switch over to the main account, maybe even at level 37 or something. We'll see what happens. We just finished mastering all tier 3 items in the game, so just started crafting tier 4s. I think the most fun part of playing this new account was when it was like brand new and we could get through like 10 levels in a stream, but now if it's like 1 or 2 levels after a couple hours, it doesn't seem as enjoyable, you know what I'm saying? Carolyn, you could just buy them from market though. You don't have to though. Is most of that energy from your guild, or have you rushed rack upgrades? No. So that's the interesting thing about this account is that I've just been doing furniture upgrades throughout the week, because I've only been playing this account on stream. So a lot of these upgrades I've done over a 3 week period of time, and I haven't rushed them. But some people have paid for some upgrades for me. But a lot of it is just waiting for the upgrade to finish. But because I'm not playing actively, I'm only level 36. But that's only like 20 hours of playtime. But the reason that my energy is so high is because that's taken me 3 weeks to get to. So I've just had a lot of time to accrue energy, you know what I mean? I mean that's honestly the biggest bottleneck in the game is your energy and your furniture upgrades. Like that's what's gonna take you the longest period of time, but it's just looked a lot different for me. So before when we were doing this, I wasn't surcharging these items because check it out, there's 3 of them here, right? But I can only surcharge 1 of them. So if I sell them normally, I'm losing technically 100k. But I'm getting 3 times the energy or the experience that I would have. So that's a way that we could level faster, but not be making as much. So if I sell, I guess I could have surcharged that one. So that's my bad. But like just selling them normally instead of surcharging them, I'm getting the same amount of XP, or I'm getting more XP because I'm actually selling them. And I'm getting like, I'm not necessarily losing anything because I'm still making a lot of money. I don't know. It's just that balance between like making money on market, making money in shops, surcharging items, or just like using all your energy to rush all your crafts so that you're making more money through crafting. Like there's so many things to consider, especially early game. It seems really messy. How long do I think it would take an average player to go from level 40 to 50? Probably like a month, I'm assuming, but I don't really have a good gauge on that kind of stuff. I don't really remember. Like for me right now it just takes so long, so I don't know. What should your investment ratio be? I would say aim for 50% of net worth. I think that's fine. Indy, really? A week or so to get from 40 to 50? I don't know, man. I don't have a good gauge for this. You think so? I mean, you could be absolutely right. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think your ratio is necessarily that important, but some people would argue otherwise. Someone said recently that they, in their opinion, that the more important ratio is how much money you put in your shop compared to how much you've invested in your guild. And I think that that makes a lot more sense because some people are going to play differently. Some people are going to sell more in their shop. Some people are going to sell more in market. Some people are going to be more profitable by selling. Some people are just doing it to master items and get farther in the game, you know? Like everyone's play style is going to be different. Everyone's priorities are going to be different. So measuring someone just by like an abstract ratio of like one thing to another, it doesn't really make sense in the long term in terms of like how the game actually functions. I think I'm kind of okay with just selling these normally right now. I like it. I think the XP is much faster. I'm okay with it. So Indy says playing for 3 months, level 65. Dang, dude, that seems really fast. That's awesome. Ooh, 25 medallions. I'll take those. I'm assuming she's talking about the tier 5 medallions because that's the ones that I requested previously. Guess we'll see. Yeah, let's go. Thank you, Carolyn. Appreciate it. All right, let me buy some enchants at the same time. Okay, so I have 5 wolf, and I'm gonna have 25 of these. So let's get 20 more. Like it's actually really easy to make money early game. Like that's not the issue. It's just that I wanted to be saving as much money as possible so that when we hit level 40, we'd have the 25 million to unlock everything. So that's why I've been playing a little bit differently, but it just tends to lead to leveling really slowly. I guess I could have bought more enchants. I've got lots of like tier 5, 6 items that I could do. Crisis asks if I accept challenges like, there we go, like surcharging items and discounting. Normally I do. It's just I'm trying to really focus on just playing and talking with people and stuff, so I haven't really been looking at that stuff very often. But yeah, normally I would be for sure. You can only suggest or request one a day, Carolyn. Now there's a 24-hour cooldown, so I can't get anything else. Yeah, it's true. Gems skew everything too. So many things to consider. Well, I guess I can put those necklaces out too. So those of you who don't know, in order to increase customer flow, there's 3 things that you need to be mindful of. So first thing is counter. So the bigger your counter is, which increases at level 6 and level 11, that'll allow more customers to be at your counter and more customers to be in the shop at the same time. So that's really important, how big your counter is. And then also it depends how many items are out on display. So if you have over 140 to 160 items, that's your sweet spot at least. So then you'll have optimum customer flow. And then it depends if it's day or nighttime. Like it's dark outside and it's nighttime, so customer flow is going to be slower. But then when it turns into day, customer flow is a lot faster. So depending on time of day will affect how many customers are coming into your shop as well. Come on, really? Come on. That was 160. So that's the interesting thing. If I press pay more, then I lose 25k, but then I'm able to surcharge this, which I get 39K. So really that's an okay trade, I think. Yeah, I would say honestly, your best bet is just master tiers as you go. I think it makes the most sense. Just because like that allows you time for your furniture to get up. It allows you time for you to get more crafting slots and get your level ups and expand your shop. And like as you're getting to the next tier, everything else around will probably be at a better place so that you can actually like do it well, you know, like handle your next shop expand and all that kind of stuff better. Whereas if you just like rush up and spend gems and get like your shop fully expanded, but you have like a ton of level 1 furniture and you're trying to like make tier 8s and tier 9s, you're just it's just so skewed, it doesn't make any sense. So I guess with these like bardish things, if they were selling for like 50K before, let's see if we can sell any for that much. So they're down to 38 now, but like even that, it's 7 items. I'll make like 200K from it, and that's gonna pay for all of these items that I don't surcharge, but I just want to get more XP from. Just in the end, I want to be consistently making money, making more money. Annoying. Because I can't stream at the normal time on Friday this week, I guess maybe we could switch over to the other account and play that for a little bit too. If you guys wanted to. 200K, yeah. Like it's easy to make money. It's just a matter of not wasting as much as I was before. The K project, couple things. So first off, so he asked, how do you keep so much inventory? First thing is that I've actually been buying tier 5 items from market that are still profitable for me to sell in shop. So when I'm selling them in shop, then that's a lot of my stock. Like if you just go to random ones, like there's different things everywhere that I've been enchanting and trying to surcharge. But all even these enchants, like I bought them from market at 9 to 12K, and they, when surcharged, add a lot more value than that to an item. So like I'm still making money, but I'm buying things from market to stock my shop. Um, but then also you need low tier items so that you can small talk and discount them to get the energy up, so that these ones, you know, you're able to surcharge. I'm just playing lazy and fast right now to hopefully get more energy up, but it's just taking a lot longer. Like I think if we sat here for like 5 hours and played, then we'd probably be able to get to level 40, but it's just not going to happen today. Oh yeah, and then like quest rewards too. That's true. That's a huge difference maker. When people are bringing in stuff from quests, then you're going to get a ton of items that you can just be selling in shop, discounting or surcharging or whatever like you want to do with them. Which reminds me, I should finish this and then send some people out because I've been a little lazy. Okay, that's it. Sweet. So generally for these ones, I'll just send like 3 people that are gonna level up from it, like this, and hopefully they all survive, and then yeah, hopefully they all survive, and then when they level up, then they're just ready to go on a new quest. One of each, Sean. No more than one of each. One of each tier 1. And then when you get to your 5th expand, I would say one of each tier 2 resource, which I'll be getting at some point soon. But that's it, man. You want as much energy as possible. Energy is what's going to make you money. Energy is what's going to allow you to get ahead in this game. If you don't have a lot of energy, like your game's just going to be choppy. You're not going to be able to get ahead quickly. So that's pretty much your only goal. Get as much energy as you possibly can. And because, like, think about it, all the stuff that I'm crafting, even tier 4s right now, only take 30. So I don't need more than like 90 max. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense for me to just have as much energy as possible. That's what makes the most sense. For quests, do I send them out as soon as the faces are green? Yeah, you like in my on my main account, which I'll show you later. I'm sending out basically 2 heroes at a time to the hardest quest. They're able to beat it, and then I'm able to get all the components, a bunch of items and stuff, and only take 2 heroes at a time. So it just allows me to quest so much more effectively, like more profitably, I guess. And sometimes I even send 2 out and one has an orange face, one has a yellow face, and they still always finish the quest, so it's not a big deal. Andre, what's up? Hey, hey. What did I unlock? Oh. Merchant suitcase. Fancy. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna make a straw poll quick and see if you guys want to keep playing on this account for a bit, or want to switch over to the other one. Because I'm not streaming on Friday at my usual time, I don't know what that's gonna look like yet, so we can kind of do whatever you want. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the straw poll, and we will do whatever the results say. How do I get the limited thing for surcharge? Andrea asks. So once a month there's an event called the King's Caprice, which is at this point a week-long event where the king will come in and ask for a certain type of item, and you have to craft that item, and it lasts for like the entire week. Like you'll just be crafting that item, or like whatever item he's asking for. It changes once every half hour, or hour and a half. And that's pretty much it. You just craft for the week, do what the king asks you to do. You get points, your guild all contributes, and then you get prizes at the end. So that double surcharge thing, you get stamps. That's what they're called, or what they were called in the beta. So what I continue to call them. So you'll get stamps, and you're able to use those on items. So like if I'm able to surcharge this, I click twice, I'll get double value for that item instead. So yeah, it's pretty cool. New aspect to the game. We've only had one so far, so I'll be curious to see next month when it comes out again if if anything's different or whatever, because there was a lot of things that happened during this last one that some people were happy about, some people weren't. So there may be some changes in the one following, but we'll kind of see how that goes. All right, success. Nice. Okay. So 200, 225. Nice. Okay. We'll just sell these. I just want to try to get to level. Well, we'll level up anyway, or try to. All right. Keep on voting, people, and we will do what you want. Looks like we're so far switching sooner than later. Too cool to care. Steve, hey man, says, hey dude, I'm almost level 38 and I have about half your energy. I feel like I might have leveled too quick. I have about 40 million saved up. What should I do? Dang, man. That's awesome. So I don't think you level up too fast. It's just that I've had 3 weeks to do furniture upgrades in the background, and as well, some people have paid for furniture upgrades with gems for me from high-level guilds who were just hooking me up for fun on stream. So don't worry that your energy is half of mine. I would just say make sure that you continue to save gold so that you have at least 25 million gold when you hit level 40. In terms of like your shop layout, make sure you only have one of each bin out and you have energy for everything else, because you don't need more than one out, and that's fine. 3 chests is kind of like the max that you're going to want at this point, and then everything else is just going to go towards energy. So just make sure that you have the proper layout for your shop. Keep doing upgrades in the background, and I would say like don't worry about rushing to level 40. Like, it's not a big deal. That's going to be like your next big achievement, is hitting level 40. But you don't need to rush there by any means. Just kind of enjoy playing. Make sure that if you're selling tier 5 or above that you're enchanting them. Like when you use the enchantments on an item like this, I've used 2 enchantments. These are both profiting me between 5 and 8,000 each when I surcharge it. So just make sure you're surcharging as much stuff in your shop as you can. Keep saving money. You're good. It's just my account looks different than most. But yeah, like it's all good. Energy just takes a while. Upgrades are the thing that are always going to be a huge bottleneck in games, so don't worry about that so much. And yeah, once you hit level 40, you'll get another crafting slot, another shop expand, another market slot, another quest slot, more character slots. Like, there's so much stuff that happens then, but just keep playing consistently till then. You're good, and you can unlock tons of stuff when you get there. So yeah, man, don't worry about it. My account just looks different because of how I've been playing it on stream. Is more than one of each bin enough when mastering later tiers? My guild isn't really far ahead at the moment. Yeah, Andre, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but main viewership and chat is on YouTube. Yeah, that's why it's probably confusing when I'm looking over there more. Yeah, so honestly, you can craft every single item in the game except for one item with only one of each bin out. That's the truth. But it's nice when you have more than one bin out. Let's say you're playing throughout the day and you're just logging in once every half an hour, crafting a bunch of items, then logging off. It's nice at the higher tiers when you have more bins than that out, because let's say you could log on, craft 10 or 12 items, and then log off. So you're able to be more profitable as you play throughout the day, and you're not losing as much just because you don't have enough bins out. So it kind of depends honestly on your lifestyle. Like, if you're able to play consistently and sit down for hours, you don't need as many bins, because you're the top, half or majority of your resource pool is not being utilized because you're crafting things really consistently, right? So it honestly just depends. But if you're only able to log in every once in a while, then it totally makes sense for you. Come on. It totally makes sense for you to just have more bins than just one of each. So it kind of just depends on you. I think a good balance is having 3 tier 1s, 2 tier 2s, and when you get to tier 8, 9 blueprints and you're crafting like the higher ones in the game, you need tier 3 resources. Those are really expensive. They take a long time to upgrade. They're kind of tougher but you're going to want probably 3 of each of those or something because you go through those the fastest. Oh, definitely surcharge, Steve, for sure. I mean, if you're not surcharging, you're just losing a ton of money. I mean, the point is, like, if you're selling tier 5s, try to only discount like tier 1s, 2s, and 3s, and then surcharge tier 5s with enchants on it. Like, that's your best bet for making a lot of experience and a lot of money. Yeah, so K Project, your best bet, honestly, if you're trying to buy tier 5 items from the market to sell in shop, is go like tier 5, and then you can use this sort button down here and sort by gold price. So if you go here, it'll put like the cheapest gold items up. So if you click here, you can surcharge this for 16,000 in your shop, and you're buying it for 15.8. So essentially, you're breaking even on that. But if you're enchanting it, then you're still making 10,000 profit. So like you can search for the cheaper items and make sure that you're making profit on those things. So just make sure that you sort them properly, and then you can kind of find whatever items that make sense for you. The next level asks what a good amount of money to make is at your level. It's hard to say. Just because everyone's at a different place, like I don't actually know what a good like daily amount of money being made is. It's just really hard to say. I feel like I can't give a great answer. I mean, if you're making those spirits at tier 7, they can be really profitable and really good. But I don't know how much you'd be making. Yeah, a lot of the things that you need to unlock in game are unlocked at higher guild levels and guild buildings and stuff like that. Like you do need to wait until you're in a higher level guild to unlock a bunch of stuff, that's for sure. When you're in market K project and there's no other items of the same type, then it just won't show up as a gold value there. So you can just determine what your offer for the gold offer is going to be. It just depends what item, but I can probably answer for you like what it's going to be worth, what other people are going to buy it for. All right, so we're going to switch over to the other account now because that's what got voted for. So let me just switch over here real quick, unless there's another question. All right, cool. Let's switch. Yeah, man, like if you have any questions about anything, whatever, I'll do my best to answer. It's interesting because some questions are easier to answer on this account because I can actually show you everything, and some are easier to answer on that one because things are limited and I can show you kind of what it's supposed to look like. So it's definitely different from one to the other. Sweet. By the way, Anton, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's get cruising. So this is my main for those of you who are here for the first time or just joining us. Andre, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So this is my main. Things are looking a little bit different right now. So we're just finishing mastering the last 3 wood items in the new packs that I just got being pay to play as of last Tuesday, because before that I was 100% free to play. And then otherwise we'll have a different crafting rotation. I get a ton of items from quests and stuff, so let's actually finish some quests now and I'll show you what that looks like. I've got 462 of these, and I can only hold 500, so we're going to need to store some in market right now. I'll answer questions in a bit. I just need to focus for a minute. Oh, I was doing this the other day, like selling some things in market, and I accidentally misclicked and sold 50 of these chiseled runestones, 50 of them, and I misclicked and I sold them for minimum value. Instead of getting 530,000 or whatever from them, I got like nothing from them. It was so frustrating. I can't believe it. So I basically lost out on like 20 something million yesterday. So you get like a ton of items from quests at this point. Like these 11 are worth 800k each, and these are probably 500k each. So that's like over 10 million plus the 25 of these, which is like 100k each. So that was like a 12 million quest or something. Like it's just crazy how much you can make from questing. So I'll finish all these. I might need to get rid of more ectoplasms even. Just because I'm so... 360. I just can't go over 500. Oh no, I repaired that with a repair kit instead of gold. Oops. All good. Alright, we should be good. I don't think we'll max out. So if things break, now that I have Royal Merchant, I can repair with gold, but before I could only repair with repair kits, and I was running out, so I was like sending heroes with no gear or anything. So this just looks a lot different. Please don't max. Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. So now I have 16 more, and the goal is that all of these guys are geared to the point that I can send 2 at a time and still finish basically everything in the game. So, with that being said, you send a good guy with, let's say, Rudo, so that should finish fine. Orange face and a yellow should complete it. And then we'll go you and you. So a lot of my champions, like these 3, are a lot weaker than my heroes are, just because I've really amped up my heroes a lot. So often I'll send them to like less difficult quests, just because it's kind of the way that I have to do it. But I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So all these, 1 orange, 1 yellow, have always finished. They never die, which is really nice. 2, good. All right. Oh, I messed up. It's fine. You can't send 2 heroes at the same to the same quest, right? So like I have 2 heroes left, but they're both champions, so I can't send them. Well, I could send them alone to different things, but there's not really a point. So I should have done that in a different order, but anyway, not a big deal. Not a big deal. So then when like all my quests and stuff are done, I have like a ton of items, and I'm crafting things nonstop. So my inventory fills up pretty quick throughout the day if I'm like crafting and stuff. So then I have to switch over. Like normally I put out a ton of bins, and I have like 4 of each tier 1 here, and then 2 of each tier 2 here, and then 4 of each tier 1 here. Like it just looks different. And then I've got all my tier 3s up here, and I'm sitting at like 4,500 energy as like my normal throughout the day. But then in the evening, when I actually want to like sit down and sell through stuff, then it looks different. So right now is like my selling setup, where I've got 6,700 energy. If I go to max energy, I have 8,100, but I still want to be crafting in the meantime and not losing out on all of that, but still want to be able to sell through like all of my items. Because earlier today I was almost max. Like I only had 50 more slots and I would have been max inventory. So I figured I'd switch over and just sell through some items. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's nice too, because now that I have all my heroes and they're able to do so many quests, I don't have to buy any more components from market. So like, obviously I'm going to cancel all these. I was just storing them. So now I'll have like 700 or more ectoplasm. And so I can use those to just craft everything. I never have to buy components, and I'm making so much money. And even stuff like this, like they'll come in, sell me herbs. I can make more, 10 guild coins, and basically just like, sweet, print money. Like, it's awesome. It's so fun. All right, lots of questions. Let me catch up. How do I sell stuff for gems? So when you first start out in the game, you have to spend, after a certain level cap, you have to spend like 600 gems or something on your in your shop before you're allowed to spend or sell things with gems in market. But once you do that, then the market is open for gems, and then you can really sell anything for gems. Like you just find like this, I could either sell it for 2.5 million gold or 10 gems, and if someone buys that I get 8 after tax. Like that's it. You just put something in market either for gold or gems, people will buy it. Pretty much it. This is so nice too because like everything that I get from quests once I sell through it, it's all profit. Like I didn't buy it from market. I'm not needing to buy components. Like basically everything I'm selling right now is pure profit. And if I sold through all these items, I'll probably make like 1,billion gold or more. And then I could literally just invest all of that because I don't need it to reinvest into something else. Like it's just so much nicer with Royal Merchant. So much more profitable. I'm removing these from the back ones because I have a closed concept shop. So no one can access these back ones or these back ones or these back ones. So I take everything off of these back racks and put them on the ones that can be accessed by customers. So then customers can come up and buy all of this stuff. So you'll see me do that a lot where I just take the stuff off of these back ones that are inaccessible so that people are constantly buying the closer stuff, and then whenever I sell this item, that will auto populate back onto the shelf type of thing. Like with a different item, obviously. Steve, for how many chests do I recommend? Like on this account, I basically have 4 max chests, like you see them at the back here. And it's just nice because I can store so many like components and whatever I need to. But I think at a lower level, 2 or 3 chests max is more than enough. It should be anyway, as long as you're not hoarding items and like you get one legendary and you're like, man, I'm gonna keep this forever. Like there's no point in doing that. You might be able to sell it for like 2 gems. Like all of the lower level ones aren't gonna be worth a ton. So as long as you're not hoarding, you shouldn't have inventory issues with 3 chests or even 2. Oh, I wish, yeah, next level, I know. I wish that there was a way to save layouts, but there's not, which is frustrating, but I wish that there was. So maybe one day, but yeah, so I switch back and forth my setups multiple times every day just so that I can be like crafting or selling or whatever, like, because like, check this out, normally, like these would be away. Just want to give you an example. And then I would have like leather, like my 4 leather bins out here like that, and then I have 4 herbs, and then I'd have 2 of these fabric, 2 oil, and then I'd have 4 wood here, I'd have 4 stone here, I'd have 2 steel, 2 ironwood, and then like 3 jewel, 3 ether, and like all these would be gone because they'd all be taken up by something else. But when I want more energy so that I can sell things more efficiently, then I put them all away, and then I'm putting out these things instead. But unfortunately, you can't save layouts. Like, it would be so nice if I could, so that I don't have to do this constantly, but they have not put that in the game yet. Maybe one day. And then I have these tier 1 items as well, because as you can see, I don't have the energy to surcharge this. So I have these little like tier 1 items that I can just use and like just discount them whenever I want. So I can get rid of that customer and just keep selling and not really have to worry as much about like getting stuck on a certain item because I can't surcharge it and I don't have the energy and whatever. Like it's just so much cleaner. Sean, I wouldn't worry too much about heroes at this point. Like, you don't unlock the highest tier of heroes until like what, level 53? And even like the level 46 heroes, they're pretty decent. But like once you hit those levels, you're going to be retiring pretty much all your heroes and remaking them anyway at the higher tier. So right now it doesn't matter, man. Like just have enough heroes there. Doesn't really matter what they are, so that you can do quests and get components for yourself, so that you can be crafting. Like that's pretty much the entirety of what heroes do. And then once you get up to a higher level, then it makes a lot more sense for you to really focus on heroes and figure out what you want. So the 3 highest tiers of heroes, that's not a good example. So you've got Berserkers, which is your warrior. You've got Spellblades is not highest tier. I have a lot of them. Dancer is the rogue type, and then Geomancer is the highest spellcaster. So those are your 3 like core once you get high enough. Leo with the 5. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. Yeah, level 15 is max for all of your bins and racks and trunks and counter everything. Am I ready for tier 10? John asks. Getting there, man. I've been playing beta a little bit here and there, and just learning some new stuff and looking through all the new content. And I gotta say, man, this update is so good. Lots of new stuff, lots of endgame stuff, brand new content, and like probably the biggest update that they've ever done for this game. And it looks really good. Like I'm legitimately excited for this one. It's gonna be awesome. Very excited. I'm excited to finish mastering items too, so that like I'm just ready to go with tier 10 and everything's done. I only have 3 more items to finish mastering, and then I'm done everything. So that'll feel really good when it's done too. You can't upgrade more, no. Look, like there's no option to upgrade. That's as high as it goes. If that's what you're asking. Like lately I've still had 1 upgrade going because I don't have all of them max and I want them to be higher for King's Caprice. So I've still had upgrades rolling throughout the last few weeks, couple weeks. Do you have any tips what to buy and then resell after update for gems? None that I can talk about yet, but I mean, that's the interesting thing, is that with a brand new update, new content and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of things that like used to be true that aren't true anymore, or that are just new in the game and I'm going to have to re-explain. So I'll be honestly probably remaking a lot of different guides, whether that be like new crafting guide or new money making guides or new, you know, whatever the thing is that I need to kind of redo because it's not accurate anymore. So there'll probably be a lot of stuff over the next number of weeks that I'll end up redoing, like once the update drops, of course. Nice, Vox. Good to see you, man. It's working. So good. He was setting up bots for the Discord server that when we go live, it automatically posts there, so we don't have to do it, which is amazing. So thanks for all your hard work, man. Seriously, you guys are heroes. Thank you, thank you. So I got both the workers next level. So finally we got Academy and we got the lab. So we got those 2 workers. Sean Rogers, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, we got those 2. We got Royal Merchant, so I'm definitely gonna keep Royal Merchant, like guarantee it. And then after that, I got the 1 pack, which is huge. It's like a really good item, so I'm happy about that. Come on. But I don't think I'm gonna buy more packs, like unless something really good comes out and I really want it. But like, think about it. This leather is gonna be the best in-slot item for a very, very long time. for dancers, which is like a huge hero right now. So keeping these is huge, but there's no way to reduce the 16 ether. So I need a herb item on the other side of that half of the crafting rotation that doesn't require the tier 3 resource. So chiseled runestones is by far the best bet, and I've already ascended it. So that's all I need right now. And then I got a free pack item for being a content creator with this Maplewood Gale, which is actually a really good item. It has attack and defense for a bow, which none others do at a high level. So like that's my wood. So really, unless a crazy good pack item comes out for metal that I want, there's no point in me like spending money on packs and stuff. Like it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, especially with tier 10 coming out and there's a lot of new items and stuff. Like what if one of those items is a steel item and I'm just gonna want to make that rather than a pack item? Like it doesn't make sense for me to be spending money on stuff like that. So I don't think I'm ever gonna buy a gem pack, honestly. I can't. I mean, I could see it happening if like we were on stream and really wanted to do something and someone paid for it and like whatever, like there was a motivation behind it. But generally, I don't see myself buying gems. So unless there's like a really specific pack item that comes out that's in my crafting rotation that makes sense and is going to be a best in slot for a long time, I don't see the point in it. But yeah, Artatus, still no news about the date of the update. No. I don't even have like an exact date. I have an about date, but I don't have an exact date, and it's in beta and I'm not allowed to say anything. So like, no, I can't say anything. Andre asks, at this point in the game, do you still gem your upgrades? So for the past like 3 months, I haven't done any upgrades because I had max energy and it just didn't make sense. Like I had 8100 energy, I had my bins to the place that I was happy with, I didn't need to, and so I didn't do any upgrades. But now that King Caprice is a thing, I really want higher level bins so that I can do better in the event. And so I just started doing upgrades like 2 weeks ago for the first time. So still I'll get 5 helps and gem finish these occasionally, but I don't need to. Maybe when it gets closer to King's Caprice and I'm not quite done the upgrades that I want to have done, that I might gem some upgrades, but just at this point in the game I don't need to, so I haven't for a while, but potentially I definitely could do some gemming, but it's been a while. Tron Rogers, I'm loving your videos, just started playing a few days ago, and even got my roommate playing. Beginner series is helpful. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you, thank you. That's really cool. Welcome to the game, man. I love hearing people like saying they just played and found my stuff and it's helpful and whatever. Like, that's really cool. And you're very welcome. Andre asked, you ever see Kabam doing a partnership program with content creators that gives you a pass through all paywalls? I don't really know. Like, I know that their content creation program is fairly new. I mean, the game's barely a year old now, and they're still kind of developing it and stuff. And there's not a ton of content creators yet, so I think that side of like their system isn't necessarily fleshed out yet, and they haven't figured out how that's going to work overall. So I haven't really heard anything about how that's going to develop over time, but they're doing an amazing job. And I mean, they just started doing betas for us maybe a month ago with new content, which has been really cool. So they're definitely working on stuff, but I haven't heard anything along those lines. Oh, Sean, you're a beast. That's so funny. Level 28 with 9 crafting slots. That's awesome. I forgot that there's those starter packs, so you can buy them and then you get like extra shop expands and stuff from the king and whatever. That's pretty sweet. Sorry guys, just doing something real quick. Almost done. Sorry guys, just doing something real quick. Almost. Wow. Carolyn, you never reminded people today to like the video. Come on, girl. So good. So funny. Awesome. I feel like when I play too quickly, I kind of mess things up a little bit. Like I need 895 right now, and sometimes I would just like small talk randomly and just do it really inefficiently. So I'm trying to improve that just because sometimes I do play pretty messy. But all good. Is the new tier 9 gloves worth the buy? I think the new tier 9 gloves are the best item that's came out for months. Honestly, just because even like look at my dancer, my good dancer. He still has tier 3, but the only reason is because it has 5% evasion. So now there's a tier 9 with 5% evasion, and those gloves were still going for like a couple hundred gems each, and it's like a really low tier item. Like I'm telling you that item is going to be best in slot for dancers for a really long time to come. So in terms of like longevity, for that being a profitable item is absolutely there. So I think if you're going to buy a pack, that's like the best one that you can get for sure. K project, that's funny. Revolutionize things by. Yeah, I mean, I did that for the longest time, especially when you have time to play and like sit down and actually like focus on selling and stuff. Like if you can sit down for a few hours and be buying items from market, enchanting them, making money, making XP, it's gonna get your game so much further ahead. And I think that's the really nice thing about this game is that you don't have to like wait for ads. It's not like an idle game. You can play as much as you want without having to watch ads the whole time and like be getting farther ahead just by you playing more. Like it's not just to sit there and wait for your upgrade to finish thing. I think that's a lot of what I enjoy is that I can progress depending on the amount of time and energy that I want to put into it, not just, you know, either putting money on my credit card or waiting for upgrades to finish. Like it's so much better than other mobile games in that respect. A lot of backfires right now. Yeah, eventually golden artifacts always go to being just gem offers. It happens every time. No, Steve, that's a great option for sure. He says, I usually deny every customer that asks for an item which can be sold over 3 times value at the market. No, I do that as well. What I would do in your case, though, is make sure that you have a bunch of tier 1s stocked in your shop. Like this, for example. I small talk this. Terrible example. So I have tier 1 items that are just in my shop. So let's say you have a guy who's coming in to ask for something that you know that you can sell and market for a lot more value. Still small talk him, suggest a tier 1, discount it, sell it, and then you're getting free energy out of it. So you're not just denying a customer and wasting the customer. Like you can still get energy. It doesn't cost you anything because it's like a super cheap item. But then, yes, I do the same thing where if there's any item that I can sell and market for like 3 times surcharge value or more, I always try to do that. It just makes sense. And then just lock those items in your inventory and sell them as you have market space. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it's good. Is 2 trunks limiting for late game? I see you have 4. When I'm playing with max energy and I want to be selling crazy fast and not even crafting like I am right now, I'll play with one or two just because it allows me that extra little bit of energy, which I don't know, I just like it. But like, let's say I wanted to store like a ton of enchantments or something, and I only have 250 room. I have to go back and forth to the market so many times to like keep restocking, enchant everything, go back to market, and it can be really time consuming. And so I think for me, it's just really nice to have the ability to put 4 chests out so you have a lot more room to carry stuff. And gameplay can just be a lot smoother, I guess. As much as I could have 200 more energy right now by putting a couple of these away, I like it better. So yeah. Oh, in terms of market, is it worth the buy for new tier 9 gloves? Yeah. I mean, maybe not the legendaries at this point. I don't know how expensive they are, but I know they're real good. Let's look. Tier 9 with no enchants. We'll just see how much everything's costing. 700 gems. Yeah, so they're quite expensive, obviously, but I mean, it's kind of up to you, man. Whatever you want to spend. I haven't even crafted a legendary yet. They seem pretty rare. Seems like I'm getting a lot of backfires right now. It's quite frustrating. Yeah. When you can't have the golden artifacts, nothing from Lost City is worth, like, you don't craft any of them, but that's pretty normal. Like, it's been that way for months. If I were to sell an item for gems, would you recommend me putting it on 12 hours, 1 day, or 2 days? It doesn't matter for how long the item's on the market. It depends on the item and how the taxes affect it. Like, check this out. If you put up an item, let's say, we'll just do like a random item that's not actually going to sell, and you go for gems. If you go 5 gems for 12 hours, it's 4 gems. But as soon as you increase this to 24 hours, it's going to go down to 3 gems. See that, just because of how the tax is calculated. So you just need to be careful that you're not losing gems. But if you put something up for 12 hours and it doesn't sell, and then you just press relist, it goes to the front of the queue, or it keeps your place in line. So you could sell, like I've sold before, like these glow shrooms in market for 1 gem each, and kept relisting them. But it took 6 days and 9 hours for mine to sell. So that's a market slot taken up for an entire week just for 50 gems. So I don't know if that's worthwhile or not, but it's like ridiculously cheap gems. It's just whether or not you actually want your market slot taken up for that long, and if it's actually worthwhile to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's questionable at best. But I mean, if the value doesn't change in terms of what you're getting from the item from gems, then putting it up for 2 days just makes more sense because you don't have to relist as often. Take back the backfired. Did you say fairy? That's funny. First Lost City event coming up. So it's the first one you've ever played. I think the biggest thing that you got to know as a new player is just how the bosses function, because most people don't understand it. But basically, the first boss isn't unlocked until you've finished 3 quests. So you have to finish 3 quests for gold bars, then kill the boss. Then after the boss is killed, do 3 more, and then the level 2 boss will be unlocked. And then you keep doing that and unlock the bosses. And the final, like the 10th level boss, takes 10 quests to complete before it'll be unlocked. So just make sure that you're continuously working towards killing the bosses, and send Sia against the bosses so you're getting as many gold bars as possible. Like, that's the biggest thing that you need to understand in terms of how the event functions. And you can even send like loot bugles with the final bosses, or the final ones that you can kill, so you get more rewards. The other thing is, make sure that you do Lost City as much as you can throughout the weekend, because golden chests have been worth like 15 or 20 gems each lately. So if you can get an extra 10 and just get like 150 free gems, like, oops, like that's going to be super helpful for you. So I would say just keep doing the event and hope that you get some chests. Also, like, you don't have to have the boss killed before you send more people. It's when you finish a quest that it counts towards the next boss. So you can send 10 quests at a time, or obviously not. You can only send 8 at max, but you could send like 6 quests, finish 3 of them, unlock a boss, kill the boss, and then click on your next 3 to unlock the next boss. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to wait until the boss is unlocked, or wait till the boss is killed to send your next set. You just need to make sure that you're clicking things in the right order so that you're unlocking the next bosses subsequently as efficiently as you can. So the Royal Merchant monthly perks are from a monthly subscription, but then like everything else, like workers and packs and all that kind of stuff isn't monthly. That's just a one-time cost. So the workers that unlock like crossbows, guns, and wands, those are like a one-time purchase. You buy it, you have it forever. But some of the other things but Royal Merchant is like a monthly thing that you have to continue paying for. I keep forgetting to look down at my resources. Like, we're almost max for everything, and I haven't touched it just because I'm not paying any attention. Oops. Come on, Backfire City today. It's so frustrating. Take back the fairies. It's gonna be so nice when I get through this inventory. So essentially, when I get through that 700 items, which is about 3 to 4 hours of work, then I'm just gonna have tier 1 items so I can small talk and discount them so I can rush furniture. I'm gonna put all my bins out again so I only have like 4,500 energy, and then I'll just craft for like a couple of days, and then when I get full inventory again from crafting and from questing and all that stuff, then I'll switch back and sell through again. That's pretty much how it works. How much is enough resource for you to do a crafting rotation? 1 of each bin is more than enough for me to do a rotation. Other than the only item in the game that doesn't work like that is this gun, because you need 242 and the highest you can have is 229 with a max tier 1 bin. But everything else I can do. So that's why I have 1 of each tier 1, 1 of each tier 2, 1 of each tier 2, and 1 of each tier 3 plus just 1 that's upgrading. But I can do my full crafting rotation with 1 of each bin out. So yeah, it's super smooth. Next level, I don't think so, but people from chat can answer that because I don't know 100%. So next level asks, if I don't pay for 1 month, like if there's a gap, would I lose my 3-month gold repair discount? I think no. I'm like 90% sure that the answer is no, but I don't know for sure. So hopefully someone can answer that, because I think there's some people don't have it set up to like automatically renew. So you have to pay for it again at the end of the month manually, I think. So you shouldn't lose it. It doesn't make sense if it just relapses and then you go back to the start. I don't think that makes sense. But I only have 1 month, so I don't know. Max Iron Bin is 229, but mine's only level 14, I think, so it's only 209 instead. And then max of the steel. Why don't I have my highest one out? I have a level 15. There we go. Is 92 for these ones. So yeah, these ones are all level 14. So I can do 1 more upgrade and it ends at 229. Another thing I've been working on recently, which is really important to understand in this game. So when this game first came out, in order for this to increase in level, it was total investment, not based on ticks. So let's say each person has like a total number of ticks. So mine, for example, in this building is 794 ticks, right? I have 1.5 billion. So for me to get one more tick, it costs 10.8 million with the 10% discount. So 12 million. But like for this guy at the top, his tick, so the same amount of invest technically, is probably like 50 million or 100 million, right? So it increases. The more that you have invested, the more expensive each tick is. But at the start of the game, when it first came out, that's not how the investments worked. Basically, it was like total invest. So like your guild as a whole would have to have 500 million invested in this building, then it would level up. So one guy could take the entire investment on his shoulders and just say, okay, sweet, I got this one. And then someone else could do a different building, and it didn't matter. Like, it didn't have to be balanced. But now that the game is different and it has to be balanced throughout your guild to be cost effective, we now know how many ticks it takes for, like, if all 20 players in my guild have a certain number of ticks, then each building will level up to 18, right? So this building, I need 936 ticks in every single building. So let's look at like this one, for example, because I know I have it. There's 936 ticks, 936. I'm not quite there yet, but in another one, I am. Like, I'll be at 936 in this one, I'm pretty sure. 936, 936, 936. So if every single person in our guild gets 936 ticks, then that building will be level 18 no matter what. And then there's also like 1,141 ticks for level 19 buildings, etc. So rather than us just saying, okay, you get like 2 billion invested per building, or 1 billion, or 500 million, or whatever, we're now focusing and saying, okay, you need to have 936 ticks in every building so that our guild as a whole can have level 18 buildings, right? So it just makes sense so that it's actually spread evenly with how investments work in this game. Yeah, Chris Go joined our guild like 2 days ago or yesterday. Yeah, man, he seems super solid. Lots of new people in our guild now, and it feels so good. Like, these guys are amazing. So basically what this is looking like now, like let's say I want another tier 1 building like this to 936 ticks. I need 8 more ticks. So I can move this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that. And now my goal of 936 ticks is completed in this building. So I want to go through every single building in the game and ensure that I have 936 or more ticks in all of them. And that's my next goal for invest with the guild. But if you don't know, there's 3 different tiers of buildings. So there's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So tier 2 buildings cost double the amount of tier 1 buildings. Tier 3 buildings cost triple the amount of tier 1 buildings for the same amount of ticks. So you know how that said 1.58 billion to get 936? For a tier 2 building, I need like 3.1 billion instead, right? Like, there's a higher amount attached to it. And so as much as I can get all my tier 1 buildings done quickly, I'm going to need 3 billion invested in every single tier 2 tower to get the same amount of ticks that I have. Like, it's pretty crazy. Guild choice is 1 hour cooldown, so it's quick. Yeah, Andre, it's so true. He says, I love the use of power. Let me just switch this over real quick. Yeah, not a big deal. So funny. How long did you spare all your money? I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm happy to answer, Jesse. Yeah, the resource regen when you get high level buildings is so nice. Man, backfires all over the place. Yeah, and all your ticks carry over with you. So your invest number will never change. Oh, I haven't even noticed. My resources are max again. I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, they would level down, Steve. No, Mobius, I'm being a good boy. My mouth is shut. Leave him in the dust, bro. Holy, how many backfires in a row is this? Come on. Oh, we have a chest. I guess we can open that. Sell some stuff. Like 100 million worth of chisel that I have right now. What? They're at 543? Please buy these. What? I haven't seen them this high since I started making them. I really hope these sell. Please and thank you. Someone's probably undercut me here. Not yet, really. Dang. Alright, let's see what we get. Worst chest ever. All good. I'm probably like a really bad streamer because I seriously encourage everyone. I'm like, man, if you're at the top of your guild, no one's active, you want to push forward, don't stay there. Move on, find a better guild, find an active guild. Like, get out there and like find somewhere that's actually going to push you to be better. So I think I'm actually encouraging people to like just switch guilds all the time. And I don't know if that's a positive thing for me to be doing, but whatever. Wow, Arjun, really? He says it took 51 hours for his limestone chest to get filled. Wow, man. So that's how long they're at right now. So you're requesting for max gold. It takes 51 hours to fill, and then they'll probably sell somewhat quickly for either 7 or 5 gems. Are they at 7 or 5 right now? 5. Okay, so you're only getting 4 gems out of it. And it's costing you 1.176 mil, I think. So it's like 300k each, just under. Not what it used to be. Wild. What's up, music listener? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. The only thing that really discourages switching guilds is like friendship levels and stuff, but really all you get from that is just extra energy when they clean your shop, so it's not huge. I think if you still listed limestone for 7 gems and just kept relisting and waited, that you would still be able to get 5 gems out of it. It's just, you just have to wait longer. Just texting my wife back. Because I often see them at 7 gems, so you got to be able to sell them there. It's just going to take a longer period of time for them to sell, but obviously it's going to be more profitable for you. Or more cost effective to get the gems that you want anyway. I haven't done chests for quite a while though, just because I haven't been making enough gold to justify it. So I'd like to try some new stuff pretty soon when I've got some more gold to blow. Dang, Music, is that at 7 gems though? Like, it is an extra 50 gems per stack, which is huge and well worthwhile waiting. I'm just wondering. When you sell for 7 gems, they take 2 in tax, even at the shortest period of time. So you get 5 gems instead of 4 per chest. Well worth waiting, I think. I mean, you just spent 50 million on that stack anyway, so you might as well wait for an extra 50 gems out of it. I should really be enchanting all of these items. I'm just being lazy, but I could go to market and like make sure that I'm making optimal amounts. I'm just a little bit lazy because I know that I could buy like I can go in here and find like these are only at 700k, so I'm not really losing money. Or I could be buying these, and that puts 210k on my item, so I'm making 27k profit per item, even more, right? Like I could do that, but I'm just being a little bit lazy right now. And also, I really want these to sell for about 540, so we're gonna relist again and hopefully they'll sell. And if you're watching and you've been planning on spending extra on these, no, 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 no. Dang it. I did it again. I just sold those for 53k instead of 500k from clicking too fast. That's 20 mil down the drain. That sucks. That's what you get for trying to go too fast, I guess, right? My bad. Alright, Andre, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Talk to you later. That's the thing, when you've done this enough times, you just often stop thinking and just try to play quickly and so annoying. No, people are gonna have requests for that for probably like 400 and something k. Like if you go search requests and look, like people are buying for 478. So those ones that I put in for 50k basically just fulfilled a request for 478k, and the rest of that gold in between just disappears. Like they don't get it for cheaper. They don't get gold back. It just disappears. So yeah, it just nothing I can do about it. Oh, oh, music, that sucks, dude. Said he put in a request the other day for enchants for 6.3 million instead of 630k. Yeah. It hurts. Yeah, it's rough. What am I doing? Inventory. Some of these green enchants seriously are like crazy profitable. Like you can find some of these green horse enchants and legitimately make like 50k or more. Like every click. Like it's actually crazy. I don't know why people list them so low, and generally people aren't looking for that, but you can make good money off of it when you really pay attention. Let's go look right now and see if we can find anything. Evo Superior Tier 7s. 290, so that sells for 330, so that's 40k. $280, so that's 50k if you can enchant. Like you can make good money. That's 50k right there times 20. So that I just made $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to have the patience to actually like put it on items and sell them, but I just made $1 million. Like that fast. It's so crazy. Like, you just need to have items that are worth over 160k to put them on. But that's no problem. You just have to wait until you craft them. Or get them from quests or something, but easy money. I guess, yeah, it has to do with rounding too, that's true. So you could be losing some, but that's funny. I think there's a lot of people who are like, no, stop talking. That's like my main money making. Stop. But my bad. My bad. Can't wait to be done these items and be back to crafting consistently. It's gonna be nice. What? Chris just said that he put double enchanted common mitts like these ones in market for 4.1 million, and someone bought them. Oh man, people are so funny. I also haven't had any of these back racks out because this has all been bins for the past week, or maybe not full week, but close to that. So I always forget that like there's probably a lot of stuff on these that I want to be surcharging, but they're just like sitting here. Customers can't access them, and I forget that they're sitting there. But that's my fault. So many items. Hopefully we get a good string of successes here because I want to surcharge all these like high energy items, and each one, because I have like the extra 200, so if it's successful then normally I can get a surcharge in. Not bad. Yeah, for real. Like this, I'm so glad I got this pack. Like it's actually awesome. People are buying like they'll buy normal mitts for gems. Like, is this a thing right now? Because if so, I really need to switch this up. Tier 3 workers to come to your shop? I think honestly it's just like randomized, but it'll choose something that you're low on. I'm pretty sure that's it. Like I don't think there's anything specific that triggers them to come at certain times. But if you I'll find it often like if I have a ton of bins out. Come on, really? It's annoying. Like if I have a ton of bins out and I have like no tier 3 resources, but everything else is kind of like refilling as I go, that most often they'll choose tier 3 rather than something random, but I don't know how to control it. Hi, monkey. Come here. How are you, Bugs? Did you have a good nap? Oh, you want this? Wow. Did you have a good sleep? This is my daughter Mila. She just turned 1 last week. Doing good, chica. You're so quiet today. Thanks, Christian. I'm sure she appreciates the belated happy birthday. We had a good day though. My family drove down. They live about an hour and a half away, so they all came down and we hung out for the day. And yeah, it was super fun. We had a good time. Is 5 okay? Holy, with dancer and chances, that's crazy, man. People are nuts. Like, if you could just buy it with gold and save so much, not spend 19 gems on. Man, that's pretty crazy. I mean, if people don't know any better, then I get it, but it's pretty wild. My little brother came over last night. Like, he drove down and we just hung out for the day. And I showed him, like, he knows that I like stream and stuff like that, but he's never really like seen or played the game. So I showed him like my streaming setup yesterday and like how the game works and both my accounts and all that stuff. It was actually super fun just to like basically teach him the game, like I would any other time, but just show him like my whole setup and stuff. And then um, we just played like some really nostalgic games from when we were like teenagers and kids and stuff. It was super fun. We had a good time. All right, guys, we got about 35 minutes or so till I gotta go. So pretty much when these quests finish, we'll finish all these quests and then I'm gonna head out. So we still got half hour. Let me just actually run to the washroom real quick. I'll be right back, and then we'll hang out for another half hour. Be right back. All right, we're back. What do you think about the new additions to the guild? Dana talked about it on stream today. He seems pretty excited. Oh yeah, somebody asked me that earlier today, because I said that there was a bunch of new guild members and lots of changes in the last month or two. So they were wondering what happened and all that kind of stuff. So none of it was really like we need to kick this person, they suck, whatever. But it was like a couple players within the last couple of days said basically like you the pace that we're setting in the guild and the expectations and stuff um, are really high, obviously, like top 10 guild. But also like just their lifestyles and just what's happening in life just can't really keep up with it, and they're just gonna be busy and stuff. So just said like I think it's best if we take a step back, and and that was it. So we are like, okay, cool, sweet, that works. But there was also two other players that we were considering bringing on, and so it just worked out that there was two on their way out and two on their way in. Like that was it. It was not a malicious thing in any way. We've had a lot of like new players join us from other big guilds. Like four players who kind of came as a unit from another guild joined us. Um, and there was two inactives in our guild, which were like huge players in terms of numbers that we were able to replace, no hard feelings at all. And then another one that was wanting to join a friends guild. So it was just like cool how everything worked out, you know, where there wasn't like a malicious takeover. Hey, you know what I mean? But no, a lot of like big players, good, awesome community players, and um, a lot of big boy players who really want to like be number one in events and push and spend a lot of gems and that sort of thing, which has been awesome. So the guild honestly feels so good right now. There's a lot of momentum behind it, a lot of like big players, and yeah, me and Dana are like thrilled with the way things are going lately. We had two more pickups yesterday in terms of new players, and yeah, it's been awesome lately. It's been so much fun. So very happy with it. It's been pretty sweet. Yep, yep. Indeed, that's awesome. It says two monitors, Discord streams, my guild spreadsheets, shop titans. Like, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, if you guys saw my screens, I've got like my Streamlabs, my game, my YouTube, my Twitch chat, another Streamlabs so I can see all the notifications, a calculator down here in case I need it, my notes thing so I can see like different people who've donated in the past and everyone's contributions to the stream and stuff like that, so that I can make sure that I'm able to, acknowledge people properly and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm doing it very similar, I think. Which I love. It's so fun to just, have this much going on. I enjoy it. I'm running out of tier 1 fodder. Quite a few that don't have any. I think it's because I don't have any um cloth chest armor right now, so we're gonna stock up on that a little bit here. Oh, we do have some. It is out. Okay, we must be missing something else. I've been making my own fodder lately, and I actually really like it a lot better than just buying from market. Like, it's actually just as fast, and obviously I save a little bit of money, but it's just easy. Like, you just click, 5 seconds later you've got items, and I don't really have to think about it. It's just really nice. I find it a lot smoother. Sure, it takes up a little bit of resources, but I don't necessarily care that much, to be honest. Yeah, I only use tier 1 fodder, that's it. If I'm discounting like tier 7s or something, it's just because I got that item from a quest and I don't care, and I'd rather just have that little bit of boost of energy so I can get up to like a 940 surcharge item or something like that. It's just Like for this, I could discount. Oh, never mind. It has an enchant, but sometimes I might discount that just so I can get, that extra little boost of energy to get up to like a 940 like this, or like a 1000 like this. Come on. Too many multi-crafts. So annoying. And I feel like when I do this and I'm like crafting at the same time and selling and have like a decent amount of energy, playing is actually so much faster than just like the other boring stuff that I do sometimes of just like only selling or whatever. Like it's so much funner, much more enjoyable, both to like stream and play. Oh, interesting. Music listener says he's going boostless for the guild until the update, just in case. So they have announced new guild perks, but nobody knows at what level, what guild level, what you're going to need for it, how much it's going to cost. So I think there is some people that are beginning to save their guild. What's it called? I don't remember what it's called, but anyway, like the stuff you need to use to buy perks and stuff in guild. How do I not remember this? Probably because I never use it. This is gonna bug me. Renown, there you go. Thank you. Yes, Savage, you need to be an officer or a guild master to spend renown. Yep. Oh, I wish there was a way to skip these animations. It's so annoying. Alright, cool. We're pretty well stocked here. This will be my last one. Well, Scotty, it's not about me discounting like how much I get from discounting them. It's just that my small talk right now gets like almost 700 energy, so it doesn't matter so much what item I'm using because the energy value that I'm getting out of an item is from the small talk, not from the discount the majority of the time, right? Like I'm getting way more from small talk than I ever am going to be discounting, and so it's much more cost effective just to use like the cheapest fodder possible and just take advantage of my huge small talk values because of how much energy that I have. That's why I just use tier ones. It just makes more sense. Arjun, were you asking about the additions to the guild in terms of members or in terms of like new guild perks coming up? Because I guess I may have answered that question wrong, but yeah, you still only get like look, if I use this suggested, I still only get 5 discount energy from it. But because I small talked, I got like up to 679 energy from the small talk for it. You know what I mean? So I still only get 5, but because I'm small talking with such a high energy cap, I'm getting way more energy. Small talk changes with more max energy, not necessarily more racks, but upgraded. Um, Upgraded racks, yeah. Yeah, 2 new members. Okay, that's what I thought. And maybe Christian soon. I hope so. That'd be amazing. That would be awesome. Oh. I never do this kind of stuff, but I really should. Chests. Chests. Enchantment. Gun? Oh, I finished crafting guns. Never mind. Alright, nothing here I want. Nice. That worked out well. So like all of these items that I'm selling, like I've said before, is pure profit. Like I crafted them all or I got them free from quests. All the components I used to craft them, I got for free from quests. So really like I've probably made 500 mil since we started going, and it's entirely profit to the point that I could just go invest all of it right now. Like, it's actually awesome. Please keep selling. That would be awesome. So what's the next tier 1 building that I need to invest in? I want to find one where I'm like really close to 936 or whatever. There we go, 936. So I need 8 more here. So I can't, yeah, 27 minutes still, but eventually I'll change that and try to get 936 in that one too. I started with like 160 of these mitts, so that's not bad. We've sold through quite a few of them. I guess we could sell faster if we went up to 8,000 energy, but then we're not crafting at the same time, and I feel like that gameplay is so much more boring when you're not crafting anything, but you're literally just trying to sell things as quick as you can. Like, just not as enjoyable to play or watch. Yes, keep going, keep going. Please and thank you. Why do I not have an iron bin out right now? Kind of weird. I don't remember why. I took it out for a reason. Because I could just be crafting like these at the same time. And I have extra steel and extra jewels, so I don't remember why I wasn't doing that, but I'm sure there was a reason behind it. This is an interesting thing. So I successfully small talked, but I still need 60 energy. So my options are discount this, but that'd still be short. I could suggest that and sell it, or check how much this is in market. Way too much. Okay, so then I'll go here, discount, sell, and I've got enough for the gloves. Nice. That worked out well. What's the next max number of guild members? That's 20. It's the highest town hall. 20 members. And I can't answer the second question, bud. Sorry. I'm not allowed. You know it. I can't answer anything about the new update yet, or I'm going to do my best not to. I'm excited though. When tier 10 drops, me and Dana have actually been talking about streaming, but having more of like a podcast style thing, but inviting someone in to like join us and talk about the new update and the changes in game and how it's going to affect things and their thoughts on it, all that stuff. So we're still in the processes of setting that up, but I'm thinking that hopefully once tier 10 drops, we're going to have like a long stream where we can talk about all that kind of stuff. So that'll be pretty sweet. I'm very excited. It'll be good, and we can actually talk about everything, which will be nice. Because I do wish that I could answer all the questions, but I cannot. So a lot of people have been speculating that the max amount of guild members is going to go up because in Shop Heroes, another game, somewhat similar to this, not exact, but somewhat similar, they did like a big release and increased the total number of guild members that could be in one guild. So people are thinking that they may do the same thing with this game, but nothing definitive yet. What would you suggest using your ascensions on early? I'm about to hit 40. Do not spend them. Wait another month. See what happens in game, what the update looks like, what you want your shop to look like long term, and then decide what you're going to ascend. Trust me, don't spend them right now. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, if there was more slots, then that's more people that you need to have consistently playing in your guild, which is probably even harder to manage than it is right now. It's probably a legitimate frustration. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but you saw nothing, Kay. Arjun says everyone needs enchantments, right? Can't go wrong with ascending tier 9s. Ascending tier 9 enchants? Yeah, you can go wrong there. You can. They're very expensive, yes, but I'm saying that you can go wrong by ascending them right now. Oh yeah, and they cost a ton of shards, that's true. I still have over 2,000 though, so I'm looking pretty good. At least I'll have a lot of flexibility when the new one comes out, or the new expansion comes out. Oh, Arjun, you're hilarious. Um, yeah, that's good. Yeah, this guy's been getting some good crafts lately. Like best in slot items and crafting like good ones. It's awesome. Okay, I've been saving my ascension shards literally for 6 months. I haven't. Well, I spent a few. I ascended these mitts because I know that I'm going to be crafting them for a long time and it's going to be my main craft. I ascended these because it's the other half of that. But I'm waiting to see what I want to ascend for the other side, for like the jewel side of things, because that's going to look different for sure. Just going to hold out on that one. Not officially, Kaleo, but they did say publicly that the new expansion is going to be after the King's Caprice expansion, or the King's Caprice release, and that was what, 2 weeks ago? So very confident that it's going to be coming out soon, but we don't have an official date yet. But lots of people are speculating it's going to be in October for sure, but what part of October we don't know. So yeah, don't have an exact date yet, but looking forward to it. It's gonna be pretty sweet. I've been debating recording some stuff from the beta so that I can release it right away. But I also kind of want to wait and see what it actually looks like when they release it into the main game so that I can make like more accurate stuff. You know what I mean? Like I kind of want to wait and see if everything stays, or what that's going to look like. I might just wait until afterwards because um, I think it'll just be better. And then when new content actually drops, then I'm not worried about like releasing videos and all that stuff, but it's more just like playing the new update and talking about it, and then releasing content over a period of time with all the new stuff and updates and whatever. So I'll probably wait for a bit. All right, 11 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely been fun being in the beta, that's for sure. K project, things tend to change between beta and live completely. Yeah, that's the thing. It could make a lot of the things I talk about completely invalid. And like even when King's Caprice came out, we made a guide for it. We talked about it. We thought it was going to look a certain way, and there was like several elements of it that were completely different than what we had talked about and what we thought that it was going to look like. So that's why I'm being a little bit careful. Like I don't want to just spend a ton of time like creating a bunch of stuff and then it's not even accurate to what was released. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. So if you guys missed it earlier, I said I will not be streaming at the normal time on Friday just because my wife's out of town, so I've got the kids. So I don't know if I'm still going to be streaming at some point on Friday, if not just later or at some other point on the weekend. I don't really know yet. So of course I'll let you guys know when I can and schedule a stream and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I just don't know. So I may see you Friday at some point and may not. So it's all good. We'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to call this one in about 10. So thanks to Zerioth and Leo for your support. Appreciate that, guys, and for all the follows and everything throughout the stream. You guys are the best. Thank you, thank you. Oh no, I clicked the wrong one. That's all right. Funny, I've been saving up these items for like 3 days and not selling through them because I haven't had the energy. So it's kind of weird, like actually seeing this not completely packed full and me having like 900 items. It's actually quite nice. No worries, Steve. Have a good sleep, man. Good night. What are my thoughts on the Caprice item now that it's done? I mean, I really liked the event. I thought it was really good. We've actually been talking about an event similar to that for a long time, saying like with goals and bounties and stuff, it's always individual. There's not like an entire guild goal of like craft this many of this item. And so we were talking about that for a long time of us having like an entire guild event that we're actually working on something together. So it was cool. We thought we were talking more of something like craft 100 of this tier 9 item as a guild, you know, and then there'll be a special reward. So it is still individual in a way. But we're really happy with it. I think there was a lot of people that were frustrated with like how impossible it seemed for lower level players and all that stuff and rewards and blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean overall I'm really happy with it. I think it's really good in the rotation of events and stuff. Just give me 1 sec. Oh, that was my little brother. Yeah, I think similar to that, like yes, I think the event was too long. I think a week for a crafting event it was way too long. It seemed like way too much, but overall I think I think it was good. Like I think if it was 3 to 4 days instead, if they had extra rewards for like the highest rating guilds, if they had passed the one reward for people who were going to keep pushing, if there was something else to push for, whether it be extra tokens or shards or like something to give people more motivation to keep pushing. Like there's definitely some tweaks that I would have done, but overall I think it was pretty good. Scotty said, I can read your lips. You said tier 10's coming out Sunday. I did not. Or Friday. No, that was my little brother. He was just calling me to tell me some news about his car. Yeah, some work that needed to be done to it, but it's not as bad as he thought. So just some good news. All good. Kick him, Indy. That's like always my response to guild stuff. No, that's cool though. I mean, I think in general a lot of people enjoyed the event, but the general comment was like it's really difficult to reach the end of it, especially for people who don't have a ton of bins or time or guild mates or blueprints or what. Like I get it. There's that, and that it was just too long and whatever, but oh yeah, if you just started that week it would have been a pretty rough event for sure. But that's the thing, man. As you progress in game, you get farther along. You unlock stuff. You're farther along, then you're doing better in events. It's the same in every game, right? You need progression in order to get farther. Hi. 10 minutes, baby. She's screaming. Can you guys hear her? Like when she's squawking. Very clearly. Oh, so good. Well, there's a window right there, like in the office, so she can like look through the window and stare at me and squawk. Oh, so funny. She just turned 1, so she's hilarious. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, and she's so busy right now, Kay. Like so busy. Always on the go. Unless she's sleeping, she's got to be like moving, checking something out, like ripping like plants or like vents out of the floor or whatever. Like she's always on the go. So I'm thinking when she gets even older and like more active and can actually walk and stuff, it's gonna be crazy. She's gonna be nonstop. So I just bought that wood. We'll see what this didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. Oh, it's all good. It's interesting because normally I have like 800 total of like max for my tier 1s. So even when I refill them, I think it refills more. And also if it's like a little bit over max, like these are sitting at 200, but normally it would just like keep going up and I could just like balance it kind of as I go and be able to craft continuously. But right now it just looks choppy because I'm not actually able to spend this. I don't know. All good. It'll even out once I get more bins out. Not a big deal. 1 minute. All right, we're gonna finish these quests and then call it a day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. That was a good time. It was good. I feel like I'm getting less and less motivated to play on the other account now that this one's getting better and better. But we'll still play on it because I still want to like make guides and show people how to level up and what I focus on at different stages and stuff. But I don't know if it'll be like a full-time stream every week or not. Or not full-time, but like a full stream, like 3-4 hours every week. I'm not sure. Probably not. Yeah, it's so nice when people come in and actually sell you like your ether or jewels or whatever, and you can just keep crafting like non-stop, and you didn't even have to like spend anything on it. It's so much nicer. What's up, Ace? Good to see you, man. We only got one level. We're at level 37. Just wanted to come over here, play on this account, and leveling was pretty slow and whatever. We just switched over. There's so much new stuff on this account and things we're working towards that I think it's just more enjoyable right now, but good to see you, man. Join us on the next stream where Rob misclicks, loses 20 million again, and tries not to swear. That may have happened. I did lose 20 million by misclicking once. It's fine, man. It's all good. I don't think I've sworn on stream yet. Pretty sure I haven't. So good. Do I have specific guides on leveling? I have made them, but I have not released them. I haven't edited them. Basically, I recorded one from level 1 to 15, one from level 15 to 25, one from 25 to 35, and then once I hit level 40, I'll probably do another one like that 35 to 45, and then from this point on, I'll just make one every 5 levels just to kind of show where I'm at, my thoughts, my priorities, things that I unlocked, how much it costed, like all that kind of stuff. But I haven't released any yet, or actually like completed making them, but they are in the works, so those probably won't actually be like public for quite a while now, but eventually they'll be coming out. At some point. Good stuff. All right, let's do this. How many do we have? We have 570. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, these aren't even close anymore. How does someone not undercut me? It's a terrible deal. 10 gems for that? It's not worth close to that. I just expected people to undercut me immediately. Whatever. 520. I only have 516 max, so we gotta get low enough that we can finish all these quests without losing any. Alright, that should be good enough. Should be lots. Wow, something's broke every quest. That rarely happens. Oh, 2 more keys too? I think I should save my keys because I have so many components right now, but whatever. I like opening them. And if I get good items, I'd kind of rather have, like, if I get a legendary drop right now, or like something decent, I'd kind of rather have that legendary now and sell it before tier 10 comes out and then it's not as valuable. But then again, if that's my other thought, is that if people are doing tier, like a different type of quest for a new component or whatever, then I'd rather have the chest to open for the components if they're going to be more expensive because no one's doing these quests. You know what I mean? Like, you got to figure out that balance. But because if you look at the item that I just got, like, nothing's really worth that much for tier 9 anymore. So I don't know. I don't know what the proper balance is, but anyway, I have 414 plus these 300 in market. Perfect. 714. So I can craft like a day or more and never have to, like, it's just free money. I love it. It's so nice. Let me just show you guys what my normal setup looks like for bins and stuff, because I'm sure that's somewhat interesting, and then we'll call it a day. So this is what I've been rocking the last like couple days, like throughout the day when I'm just like crafting on and off throughout the day. I'll just show you what it looks like. Oops. I don't remember exactly how many I get rid of, but I can just put more out if I took away too many. All right, cool. So if we go with herb racks, I've been putting out 4 of each because then I have over 800, which means that I can craft 8 rune stones as soon as I log in and 12 tier 9 items. So essentially I'm able to make 20 items every single time that I log in, which is like amazing. And I still have enough energy that I can like small talk sell tier 1s and be rushing crafts without too much hassle, which is also ideal. And I also have been working on getting all of these to 14, 14, 14, 14. Like, these weren't all 14 before, but I've been working on that. So I think I finished all my tier 1 bins to 14, other than like the 5th one, which I don't even know if I'm going to touch. I haven't even bought it yet, but I think I finished all of them. 14s. Yeah, so they're all 14 now. Oops. And then one more of these. And then also, I've been actually putting out 1 extra of these steel, because if you look, this requires a lot of steel, and then also this requires steel, not a tier 3 resource. So for me to have an extra one of those out just gives me a lot more flexibility in terms of that resource, which is really nice. So once I finish mastering that crossbow, I will have a different setup, but for now this works out really nice. Generally I stick to 3 of these, but if I'm like really AFK, then sometimes I'll put out 4, not that I need them. What? Oh, I was putting some of these away before too. Okay, 1, 2. I think that's good enough. So I'll have basically 3 of each tier 3 out. And then I'm just keeping this one for upgrading. And then we're at 80 out of 80, 4,500 energy, which is what I said. And then for these, it's more interesting because like these ones at 900, obviously I'm not going to get close to that. So this extra energy, like I'll just basically use the vast majority of my energy to speed up crafts, because I've got so much more in terms of max resources. So I want to keep all my crafts my resources low, so that if I'm not playing for, half an hour, that they're able to accrue a lot more. We'll do that. Nice. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? And then I'm out of crafting slots. So then I go do more, rush again. Come on. Rush. And then I can't make any more right now, but even if I spent like one of these, got a couple more, you know what I mean? And I'm just crafting like this all day. I've always have 12 items going. These are always going up. If I log out, I come back literally half an hour later and I've got enough to craft 20 more items. 20 items every half an hour. So it's just like non-stop all day, rush, craft new stuff, make a ton of money. And then in the evening, I'll go down to 6,800 energy, still be crafting, sell through a few hundred items, make all the money, and invest. Probably at this rate, with how I'm going and I'm duoing every quest, I can probably make and invest easily a couple billion a week, if not more. Like, it's actually crazy when you get to this point in the game that you're just printing money. Like, it's awesome. I know, Ace. I totally agree. Like that, the preset for saving like this, like if I could switch back and forth from this to having like max energy whenever I wanted, or even with like a 6 hour cooldown or something, that would, oh, it'd be amazing. It would be so nice. I've been saying that for so long. I hope so. I hope it happens, dude. I would be so thrilled. Like, I can still sell through these if I get like 2 successful small talks in a row, but obviously it's just not quite as consistent as having so much more energy. Sweet, guys, that's it. No, Kaleo, it's not confirmed. We've just been talking about it a lot, so I hope so. But no, not that we know of. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate it so much. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll hopefully let you guys know this week what's going on with streaming and stuff this weekend, but no promises. So see you guys. Kaleo, music, K Project, Carolyn, music listener, Arjun, Indy, and you guys are the best. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys soon. Later.